But we'll see, but I'm just saying that something that is very legally defined. I don't know, until I get a license. Okay? Well, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. For posterity. And beyond.
End of an era.
Ya que estamos haciendo bien, vamos con mi foto.
I can't get on either. It may be because we were. For me to stand up?
Yes, yeah, look.
Because I'm still on at home. I didn't sign out at home. But it usually kicks you out, but.
Thank you.
To get started.
Yes.
Oh, we're waiting for.
Walter's on his way.
Okay.
Jack is online.
Maria.
What are you doing, Jim?
Oh, but I.
Your official last day too? Well, that's all fine.
Yeah.
The last, well, full agenda. And that's what we just said.
Yeah.
Por favor.
Yes, yes, yes.
Good.
Oh, I'm gonna. It's like,
Last time was.
it's time and you pass on and you do the best you can and, you know, other people take the lead and they do the best they can. And hopefully, you know, we've always done that in the city. So it's like.
Hope I learned a lot from you, because slowly it takes a little time to get adjusted to the whole process. And I can govern better as time goes by, so people.
Tell you while we're waiting for Walter to
Sure.
come here to my office.
Don't
To my
say-
office.
Is Jackie gonna be here too?
Online. They sent it to me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Wait. Oh,
Let's do the rounds.
Wow, look at you. It's Super Bowl.
right here.
I'm good. How are you?
But he tells me, oh, well, you support LID golf? I said, read closer. Super Bowl 54.
Oh, my goodness. Mics are hot, by the way.
Pleasure in the
and
honor.
We're streaming.
Myra, you send it to me?
Okay, yep.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, wasn't sure, Jackie.
No.
We might do good. We might do good.
You might do good, yeah.
Is Jackie
We might
online?
win on a national champion.
Yeah, okay. Oh, man.
Can I live in a dream world?
I don't blame you.
All right.
I've heard that. Okay. I'll let George know.
Sweetheart, how are you? How'd you go through the-
She's on.
They know about pictures. Absolutely.
Mics are on, just as a reminder to everyone. The mics are on.
Everybody's hot.
Thank you.
This is not the first time, but I would like to be more familiar with this kind of meetings here. My name is Alberto Gomez, 1985 Westward.
For what?
1985 Westward Road,
Okay.
1980. I would like to, I have some items, and I would like to let our representatives here in the city
Okay.
to see how they can handle that. If a little bit.
For the money.
I don't say that it's right.
Okay.
I do have my rights to ask. City, start thinking and give it some kind of study to see how can they handle that.
So Erica,
Boy. Again.
you can sign up tonight. You can sign up on this blue form. Yeah. Okay, you'll have 2 minutes to wait. And it's not a back and forth, just so you know, so they'll listen. They may not respond.
Councilman, how are you?
Just as I would reach out to
How are
them.
you?
Coming back.
They're, to discuss or want to elaborate on,
I know you did.
and then I would also email them.
For the campaign.
I was in New York this weekend, but if not, I would have. Yes, yes. I heard it was really good, huh? Yes.
Look at Walter. You look really good. Can't hold up the whole time.
Okay, good, good.
Everybody can wear pink.
Thank you. Thank you for representing the city with that.
No, it's not working.
No, we're
Yeah.
fixing it.
Yeah, me too.
No, it's,
But that's happened for a while now. We've left.
They fixed it though, right?
no, we had the little thing, but if we thought it was
That's
that,
me. Don't get in.
fix it. There's a couple of things that were wrong. So we fixed that now.
It's always something. What time you get in?
It's always something in an old building.
Okay, guys, we ready? Erica, we have anyone
Yes.
that we're waiting on is Jackie?
Councilwoman Bravo, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right.
We're ready, Mayor.
We're good?
Yes.
All right. Call the roll, please.
Mayor Mitchell,
Here.
Vice Mayor Vasquez,
Here.
Councilman Santeen,
Here.
Councilwoman Bravo,
I'm back.
Councilman Fahed.
Here.
There is a quorum present.
All right, thank you. Welcome everyone to the local planning agency meeting tonight on March 24th. And we have the first agenda item is approval of minutes of the February 10th LPA meeting. Have a motion?
Motion to approve the minutes of February 10th. Second.
Any discussion? Call the vote, please.
Vice Mayor Vasquez,
Yes.
Councilman Santeen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Bravo,
Yes.
Councilman Fahed,
Yes.
Mayor Mitchell.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you. We move to the next agenda item, which is a public hearing item. And we'll, Eric, are you going to be reading that?
Yes.
Okay, and then after that, I'll open it up for public hearing.
Okay. An ordinance of the City of Miami Springs, Florida, amending Chapter 150 zoning code of the city's code of ordinances to correct Scrivener's errors in ordinance number 1109-2018 relating to the minimum building site area and nonconforming setback regulations within the R1A, R1B, R1C, and R1D, single-family residential zoning districts, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, providing for codification, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. Heidi, did you want to say something? It looked like you wanted to say something before I open it for public hearing.
If we could, Mayor, I have Ms. Vargas, our city planner, is on Zoom. I asked her to join us in case there were any questions that I might not be able to answer. I don't think that will be the case, but just in case, but she does have to leave by 7:15. As I explained at first reading, this is an ordinance simply to correct Scrivener's errors. In an ordinance that was adopted by council in 2018, that ordinance addressed various topics within our single-family residential zoning districts, and two of those topics are addressed in this ordinance that you have before you. One of the issues is to correct a Scrivener's error. Although the city council made no intent to change what the minimum building site should be for the different zoning districts, when the ordinance was codified by Muni Code, made changes. So this ordinance is updating that. So that in the R1B, R1C, and R1D districts, the minimum building site area is what it always has been and never should have been changed, but this is correcting that. So you'll see that that's changed from 10,000 square feet, which is what's listed for R1B, C, and D, to now 7,500, 6,500, and 5,000 square feet. And that's what it was prior to 2018, and that's actually what's been applied since then. In addition to that, there was another oversight in the 2018 ordinance when the ordinance addressed the continuation of legal non-conforming setbacks. It only, in the text amendment, it only addressed the side yards of a property, but it didn't mention the rear yards, even though that was part of the discussion in the 2018 presentations. So all this does is add both, that you can continue a legal non-conforming side or rear yard setback either horizontally or vertically, as long as the provided setback is not less than 50% of the required setback. So it's consistent with what you did in 2018. It's just adding the rear. And otherwise, that's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you. And thank you, Sylvia, for being available. I'm going to open the public hearing. Is there anyone that would like to speak at public hearing? Please come forward.
This is the first time, I'm sorry. No.
So, and for members of the public who may not,
Yeah.
we're having two meetings this evening. One is at 6:45, which is just on this ordinance, and we have another meeting at 7. You're welcome to speak on this ordinance, but the 7 o'clock meeting is probably what most of you are here for. And that's our general council meeting.
Yes, thank you. I should have clarified that. This is the LPA meeting. If there's someone that wishes to speak on this item on agenda item 3A on the local planning agency meeting. Okay, Erica, is there anyone online?
No, Mayor.
Through the chair.
Yes. Jackie?
Okay,
Council-
we are, just to confirm, we're in the LPA right now, or we're in the actual council meeting? It's
PA.
Okay. On line item 166 of the zoning and planning of what we're looking at, I remember adjusting, I know we were gonna be changing from the 10,000 to a smaller square foot area for single family.
Councilwoman?
Yes.
Councilwoman, 1 second. Let me just close the public hearing officially so
Okay.
we can continue with yours. 1 second. Okay, I'm closing the public hearing. All right, go ahead.
Sorry, Mary. All
All
right,
right,
so,
no, I just wanted to make sure we did that.
all right, so I think that we discussed last time to make it a minimum of the average, which is 7,500, because we started off at 5,000. Now we're come up to 6,500. Remember, this is, if I'm understanding this right, it's creating a new standardized building site area to 6,500 square feet, which I think we discussed this before with Sylvia. On average, you have at least a 7,500 square foot lot size. If we permit such a small square foot area, there's lot sizes here that, you know, maybe are 12,000 square feet. Now with these changes, you can go ahead and subdivide these properties so long they meet these requirements, regardless if they're conforming or non-conforming or continuing a legal non-conforming status. So that kind of concerns me a little bit. I think I did address that I would like to see at least 7,500. I think that's a very balanced number for a single family home with a decent sized yard, which will allow them to meet their requirements for their setbacks a lot more comfortably.
Mayor,
Yes, Council- is that Sylvia?
Yeah, that's Sylvia.
Okay, this is our city planner speaking.
Yes,
Right.
good evening. I just wanted to clarify that the range of lot sizes that Madam Attorney described are the sizes that were in this code for a long time before the Scrivener's error was committed. And that there are numerous lots in the city that are less than 7,500 square feet. I explained this during the comprehensive plan hearings, and I'm going to reiterate that now. It's not a matter of, we're just going to set a new standard. This is basically returning to the standard that existed before the scrivener's error.
Through the chair. On
Yes,
the, on the plan, on the map where we have, I'm trying to look for it right now, for all the districts. I remember stating out that small little piece of area that pretty much these updated changes, which I'm gonna agree with everything except for those, the square footage building site, new requirements. They were very minimal areas. I'm trying to look for the map here, and it wasn't a lot, so.
The lots are scattered. I encounter them all the time when people come in to see me. They're not concentrations. Yes, they're the zone, and again, we're talking about two different things. I think that when we talked about this was when we were doing the EAR-based amendments for the comprehensive plan and the future land use map that, we were trying to sort of make sure that these were consistent. Now we're talking about the zoning map. And the zoning map does have, 4 different residential zoning districts for single family, each of which is intended to have a different lot size. And they used to, according to this hierarchy that the attorney has explained, 10,000, 7,500, 6,000, and 5,000. And those were the minimum lot sizes for those districts for a long time. Now, even though the colors on the zoning map do represent sort of the average minimum lot size for those districts, in reality, scattered throughout all of the zoning districts, there are numerous lots that are smaller in size than 7,500 square feet, and I just wanted to point that out.
Would you say that they're less than 100?
Possibly not. Less than 7,500 square feet. I think that there's many more than 100.
I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned because I remember in this meeting we were talking about in the multifamily category about townhouse residential units and all that stuff. I don't know if that's still in here. I haven't had a chance to.
This only pertains to the single family residential zoning district. It does not pertain to the townhouse district or the multifamily zoning district.
I'm not on board with that 5,000 square feet for a single family dwelling. I think that we should take it as case by case. I don't feel comfortable, me personally, I'm just one person, setting this back to 5,000 because I can definitely see some future subdividing to maximize property use and investment on 10,000, 11,000 square foot lot. There's nothing that they can't come and request through a variance or through zoning and planning to split a lot. We've seen it many times before, and I'm seeing a lot of these requests and changes. Obviously we have to update, so I thank you for that. But I can see where a lot of these changes are coming to fruition because we've already had maybe certain cases or things that have come to us maybe recently. And so we're trying to address it. But I want to kind of, veer a little bit from doing such drastic changes because that will change our single family standard, right? Which is what we're used to. So that 5,000 square feet for me, regardless of the district that it lands in, is very scary to me. So we have 7,500, we have 6,500, and then going all the way down to 5,000 for the different districts.
Understood. I just want to reiterate that this is not a change that we're introducing to create some new standard, but trying to return to the standard that was in place before the error occurred that made all the zoning districts have the same minimum lot size.
No, I get it, and 10,000 is a very big size, but I would think I would be comfortable with a minimum, like with a new standard of 7,500. Straight through. That's my proposal on this, with all the changes that you guys made.
Okay. Councilwoman, that's your proposal. Are you making a motion?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'd make a motion to propose the new zoning building site area requirements for all residential district areas to be a minimum of 7,500 square feet.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I need you guys to think about this a little bit.
The motion dies. Councilwoman, is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, Mayor, I'll leave it with you.
All right. Any other discussion? All right. Do I have a motion on the proposal?
Remember, this is not only, we're talking about square feet, we're talking about creating new square footage for opportunities for other types of housing. Okay, so we're talking about single family, but this is not, you can't deny the building sites of townhomes or other type of multifamilies that you may or may not want to see next to single family housing. It's not just about a number. It's about a series of things that can transpire with changing such.
I'm sorry, Mayor, and
You said that this is
Councilwoman.
residential, single family, right?
This is exclusively pertaining to the single-family residential zoning district. This is the only districts in which this error was committed, it applies only to those 4 districts. It does not apply to any other zoning district that exists in the zoning code.
Sylvia, really quick, aren't there townhomes that are legalized as lot and block, and which would be considered under residential housing, not necessarily twin housing, so long it's legalized as a lot and block?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Councilwoman. The zoning district descriptions do not allow that type of housing to occur in these zoning districts. Only single-family residential and the permitted accessory uses.
Yes, sir. Councilwoman, are you done? Or would you like to say anything else?
That's
Before I
fine.
recognize Councilman Vasquez? I mean, the
ahead.
Vice Mayor?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Second.
All right. Any discussion? Did you hear that, Councilwoman? We have a motion and a second to approve item.
Yes, I
3A.
expected that. Thank you, Mayor.
Make sure, because you were kind of low, Vice Mayor. All right. Any discussion? Call the vote, please.
Vice Mayor Vasquez?
Yes.
Councilman Santeen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Bravo?
No.
Councilman Behet?
Yes.
Mayor Mitchell?
Yes.
The motion carries 4-1.
All right. Thank you. Okay, there's no other business for the LPA, so we will adjourn this meeting. Thank you for your patience. To those of you that are here waiting to start the regular meeting, we're going to be starting the regular meeting in about a minute or two. If any of you wish to speak, let me adjourn this meeting. Meeting is adjourned. If any of you wish to speak at the regular council meeting, please sign up at the clipboards here on the podium before the meeting starts. So you have a minute or two, either sign up to speak under open forum, or you can sign up to speak on a specific agenda item. Okay? Thank you so much. Okay, we'll move right along. Call the roll, please.
Mayor Mitchell?
Here.
Vice Mayor Vasquez? Councilman Santeen?
Here.
Councilwoman Bravo?
Here.
Councilman Behet?
Here.
There's a quorum present.
Thank you. All rise, please, if you are able to, for the invocation. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the many ways that you have guided the leadership of the City Council these past years. We thank you for being with us as we celebrated the many exciting achievements for our city, as well as guiding us through difficult decisions. We pray that you continue to provide our beloved community with insight, vision, understanding, lasting friendships, and the ability to both stand strong and find common ground. And most importantly, we ask for your eternal presence in our hearts. Amen. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I just want to say that in the 8 years that I've been here, the thrill of standing here and saying the Pledge of Allegiance to this flag for our city, it never goes away. Every single meeting is the same. And that's one thing that I'm definitely going to miss. It's such an honor and a privilege to do that. Okay, so welcome everyone to our regular council meeting for Monday, March 24th. Thank you for your patience. We had an LPA meeting to take care of beforehand. So we're going to go right to awards and presentations, and we have many exciting presentations tonight. Our first presentation is the Miami Springs Civil Employee Service Award, and I'll let our city manager talk about that.
Yes. Again, we are now, I like to recognize all of our employees as they reach certain milestones, recognize them, bring them here before the council, bring them here before the residents, so the residents can put a face to the name, and see that we are actual human beings serving them and working hard for them. So today, we have, the first one is Caitlin Smith from the Parks and Recreation Department. Celebrating 15 years of dedicated service to the city of Miami Springs.
Caitlin, yes, yes, get started with speech, girl.
Hi, everybody. Not to interrupt the way you're doing this, but I don't think it'd be appropriate to honor me without bringing up Lieutenant Vargas at the same time, because we started at on the same day.
Okay.
Well, okay. So let's hold off. And that was our next agenda item. So JC, I'll let you.
He just wants me to talk. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That was my speech.
Lieutenant Vargas also, who started in Parks and Recreation, worked his way into the police department and recently promoted to lieutenant. So
Wow.
Lieutenant Vargas to us. He is also here 15 years. Started same day, you said?
Same exact day.
So makes sense that they're up there together. So one of you's got to give a speech.
Both of you. Sure.
I'll take the mic since he had his moment a couple weeks ago. Very big moment, most of us are here for that. Well deserved. I just wanted to say that it's important to know that not only have we been working 15 years for the city, but we started as summer camp leaders together on the same day, same age group, in the summer of 2007. And together have moved up through the ranks. And it's an attribute also to our director, Omar Luna, who gave us the opportunity, who saw 3 part-timers, myself, Albert, and Alexander Rodriguez, who's moved on from the city, and gave an opportunity to 3 kids to just do what we know how to do and serve this city. So it's an credit to all the administrations in the past, the councils in the past, and all of our city managers that have supported us through those years. So it's an honor to serve you guys for 15 years and hopefully 15 more. So.
Lieutenant, was something you'd like to say?
And Mayor, just a quick note to the residents. You really do have a great team working for you here and representing you behind the scenes. I mean, you're not going to see what they do day in and day out. They work hard. They care a lot about this city. And it's truly unique. And it's not something that's to be taken for granted. So I don't take it for granted. That's why I wanted it to. I always try to give you guys as much spotlight as possible. But thank you both, and to the rest of the team, but thank you guys for everything you do day in and day out. It's truly appreciated.
Thank you.
The mayor called for a speech, so I guess I gotta say something. Mayor, council, no, never. Mayor, council, thank you guys so much for always supporting us in everything we do. It feels like just yesterday, I graduated high school in June of 2007, and I walked through the rec center doors, and there was Patty Bradley, who greeted me and gave me an opportunity to work part-time in the rec center. And from there, Omar Luna and previous administrations gave us the opportunity to go full-time in 2010. And here we are in 2025, receiving 15 years of service. Like she said, I hope to do 15 more and serving our community. It's what I love to do. This is home. I protect it at all costs. And you guys have a really, really good group of police officers in our department, administrators, and city employees like Caitlin, Omar, and everybody else that works throughout this city. You got the cream of the crop. I'm very confident in that. And thank you guys always for the support. We really appreciate it.
It's okay.
Like you look at
Have
the other one.
chairs issues.
The other one
Chair
was-
issues today.
No, the other one would have been for sure.
Yeah, no.
Say it into the mic, because if not, the people, those joining us at home won't hear it, but this is just indicative of what kind of community we have, that that our employees start as youth and decide to make a career in our city, and we're so, so grateful for that. Caitlin Smith, Special Events and Programs Supervisor, Years of Service Award. This award is proudly presented to you in recognition of 15 years of exceptional service to the city. Your dedication and contributions have been instrumental in our success. Thank you for your commitment to excellence, and congratulations on reaching this milestone. Thank you. So the advances that we've had in the recreation department in the past years, and they'll continue. I mean, this group, Omar is their director, and his team, Caitlin, all the others, I mean, they just continue to think up new ideas and new opportunities and new ways. The latest one is that we're having is the basketball courts at the senior center are now going to be available on weekends. I'm sorry, senior center, the high school, senior high school, for the community to use, you know, for pickup games for our youths to go there on weekends and enjoy their great courts. So we're just doing so much for expanding recreational activities throughout the city. And thank you, you and your team in Omar. Lieutenant, do this. The year's award. This award is proudly presented to Albert Vargas, Police Lieutenant, in recognition of 15 years of exceptional service to the city. Your dedication and contributions have been instrumental in our success. Thank you for your commitment to excellence, and congratulations on reaching this milestone. Lieutenant, thank you so much. Was in the recreation department and now is serving and protecting our city as a lieutenant. It's amazing. They know every aspect of our city, and we're very grateful to them. Yes, it is.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So much. Richard Singer was a few years ago. This one. I like to hear everyone speak when they come up to receive an award, so that our residents and those listening get to know you too. It's not just, you know, a face, it's they get to know you personally and recognize your voice. Okay, our next award is we wanted to recognize someone who's been just such, he and his team have been such a big part of our community. So many of our children have grown up either attending Ray's Taekwondo or knowing his family. His family's been just such a big part of our community for so many years. And we want to recognize Ray Rodriguez, the owner of Ray's Taekwondo Center, and his team, and his beautiful wife, Julie, who's here too, and proclaiming, come on up, Ray. We have a proclamation. Julie, come on. We're proclaiming today, March 24th, 2025, as Ray's Taekwondo Center Day. And we have a proclamation that we'll read out. But first of all, would you like to say something?
There's a lot. One, I thank you. Thank you very much. Because I grew up here. I went to school here. Started at the Recreation Center. I think I volunteered at 12 years old. We were teaching toddlers to swim. Times have changed. I've been blessed, and it saddens me because I believe God put me here. God gave me the opportunity to be able to affect people's lives. And it took, doing something for so long. This is our 39th year. We're starting our 40th year. Would be in August, starts the 40th year. And it's a blessing to be able to do this, and doing something so long, some days you get burned out, some days it has not been easy. We've gone through 4 floods, 3 hurricanes, Wilma, Katrina, Andrew, recessions, COVID, and we made it through. And at this time, it's just become very difficult to do business on the circle. And I wanted to be part of this great thing, this community. I feel like I've been here for a very long time. And maybe a little premature, but it could be a blessing at the same time. So, like I said, I realized that God blessed me. He blessed me with 2 careers because I'm also a firefighter. And I became a firefighter about going on 21 years. So he gave me a profession that I'm able to influence people, change lives, and that's become very evident to me. So as I receive letters from my students that bring tears to my eyes, I have to think, why am I crying? I should be really happy. This girl told me that since she was 4 years old, she's now 16, that she wouldn't be the person that she is today if it wasn't for our school and being there and what we did for her lives. And this is something that I hear all the time. At the same time, I want to thank Julie because she put up with me. And she made a real difference, especially with our after school program and our summer camps. And I can't thank you guys enough, really. And although it's a little sad that things come to an end, we'll see where the future takes us. But I'm honored and blessed to be here today. Thank you.
Read the proclamation in a minute. Let me read it. 1 second. Let me stay here. I'm going to read it out. I want to make sure that those at home can also hear this. Proclamation by the Mayor of the City of Miami Springs. whereas Ray's Taekwondo Center has been an integral part of Miami Springs community since its establishment in 1986, providing outstanding martial arts training and fostering personal growth among its students. And whereas Ray's Taekwondo Center nurtures a culture of positive reinforcement, building self-esteem and confidence in its students while encouraging them to excel not only in Taekwondo, but also in other aspects of their lives. And whereas for nearly 4 decades, Ray's Taekwondo Center has trained and mentored thousands of students, producing over 400 state champions and more than 150 national champions in both children's and adult divisions. And whereas Master Ray Rodriguez, 8th Dan Black Belt with the World Taekwondo Federation, Kukiwan, is that how you say that? Okay, Kukiwan is a licensed master instructor with over 50 years of experience in Taekwondo and over 45 years of experience working with children. And whereas the center offers a variety of programs, including Taekwondo training, the Little Dragon program for little children, after-school programs, and seasonal camps, making a significant impact on the youths and families of the city of Miami Springs. And whereas Ray's Taekwondo Center has been a pillar of strength and excellence in the community, promoting fitness, discipline, and leadership while serving as an inspiration to generations of students. Now, therefore, I, Maria Puente Mitchell, Mayor of the City of Miami Springs, on behalf of the City Council and the residents of Miami Springs, Florida, do hereby proclaim the day of March 24th, 2025 as Ray's Taekwondo Center Day. Also is, she was, when my kids were little, you were PTA president in I don't know how many schools and very, very active in the community. So both of them have really, really always supported our community.
Obviously, Ray, and I've been a pleasure to meet him for so many years, being involved in youth sports. My daughter's obviously soccer players, so they were never in his classes, but when you're in the circles of youth in this community, this guy's had the commitment from the get start, and you can't beat that. And it's something that I hope to continue. And I don't want to put you in the spot today, but hopefully we can maybe work something out so your legacy can continue. I have talked to JC a little bit about it, and haven't talked to Omar, he's not here anymore, but if we can find a way with our facilities to see how you can continue to do what you've done, we're gonna try.
To the chair.
Did you want to say something? Councilwoman Bravo, did you want to say something?
Yes, I just wanted to say thank you to Ray. I don't know him personally, but I do know going by, I'm gonna miss seeing those open windows, especially in the evening with the kids doing their thing. I've been passing by there, even with my grandpa. He lives off of South Royal Ponciana, and in Spanish he would be, mira pa ese tipo, que fuerte está. If you know what that means, it says, look at that man, he's so strong. Look, let's go see the kids. And he always wanted to put me in it, but my mom didn't. And I want you to know that even if we didn't attend Ray's Taekwondo, just the windows and the visuals of you working with the kids, it was a beautiful thing to see. And I'm so glad to see that. I mean, a 40-year business, you were definitely doing something right. And I'm sad to see you close your doors, but it's like you said, you are where you're supposed to be at this given time, and that is God making a different path of impact for you, because you're still young, you're strong, you're a firefighter, my God. And your wife, Julie, yes, she looks, I know who she is, because I went to Springview and I saw her up and down those hallways, and yep, that's PTA. I think I was in class with, you have a son, right? Julie has a son, I think it was my class. The sweetest thing, she looks the same. You guys are aging great. You got a full life ahead of you. And I hope that we keep seeing you guys around here. And again, it's a beautiful thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Okay. And we have Councilman, wait, we have one more, so we might as well stay here. We want to recognize our next item 4D is recognizing the Miami Springs Finance Department for their service and proclaiming the week of March 17th through 2025 as Government Finance Professionals Week. We have members here Chris is here. I see Chris, our Finance Director.
Mayor, this
Yes, sir.
initiative comes from I believe it's the Florida Government Finance Officers Association. And so a lot of municipalities last week, obviously, was recognized as the week. So I want to make it official with a proclamation and bring them up because these are the ones that, the taxes run through them and it gets spent exactly the way, we do. But they always tell us, be careful, you can't, not necessarily, we don't have it up there. But
So many questions. Chris, figure this out.
But again, an excellent team that we have. Your tax dollars are in very safe hands, I assure you. They just an amazing bunch, group, and I can't speak highly enough of Chris and Moira and Justin and the whole team. I thank them every day what they do for me, and they keep all of us in line. So thank you.
Well, Mayor, I'm just going to say one thing, Mayor, Council members this evening. I just want to thank you again, like the mayor was saying about the budget. I've been here almost 2 years already. 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be starting my third budget, and it's been very interesting, a lot of work. Looking forward to working with the council members in the future. I hope to be here many years, working with the city attorneys and JC. And like JC said, this is Maura. She's been here for many, many, many years. I'm not going to say how many years. Justin, he's another one that started here, I don't know how many years ago in the Parks and Rec department as a part-time and a lifeguard, and now he's been 2+ years in finance. And we have 3 other of our team members that couldn't make it this evening, Yanelkis, Mercy, and Jordan. So this is half of the team. Yanelkis. So again, thank you everybody for having us here this evening.
It's a great pleasure. And our finance department, Chris and his team always keep their cool, even when we're asking really difficult decisions about things. And they always manage to just answer us, straightforward. And like JC said, keep us on our toes, but also give us the facts. And that's what we need. So I want to read this. This is a proclamation by the mayor of the city of Miami Springs. Whereas the Florida Government Finance Officers Association is a professional association founded in 1937 and serves more than 3,300 professionals from state, county, city governments, school districts, colleges and universities, special districts, and private firms. And whereas the FGFOA is dedicated to being your professional resource by providing opportunities through education, networking, leadership, and information. And whereas the Government Finance Professionals Week, sponsored by the FGFOA and all of its member governmental organizations, is a week-long series of activities aimed at recognizing government finance professionals and the vital services that they provide to our state and our community. And whereas during this week, government finance professionals throughout the state of Florida will be acknowledged for their hard work, dedication, and leadership. Now, therefore, I, Maria Puente Mitchell, Mayor of the City of Miami Springs, on behalf of the City Council and the residents of Miami Springs, Florida, do hereby proclaim March 17th through 2025 as Government Finance Professionals Week. Thank you, Chris. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No?
It has been a pleasure. So many years. I know. You in the middle.
I don't know if people realize the finance department for a city is how critical the function it serves. Everything is our budget, and we can't, like federal government, surpass our budget or anything. So it's such a behind the scenes, constant, very, very important operation to keep a city financially fit and healthy. So thank you again.
Through the chair.
Councilwoman.
I just also wanted to congratulate Chris, Moira, and all the staff members in the finance department for their time here in Miami Springs. And Chris, I'm really glad that it's just such an important role that the city has two separate entities for both city manager and finance director. So I'm really glad to see that we have done this in the last 2 years, and it's spoken for itself. Our decision to hire you on board has paid for itself, and it continues to do so. So I thank you for your due diligence to our city.
Thank you, Councilwoman, and congratulations again on your newborn.
I'm here on borrowed time. He's on a nap.
Thank you for the kind words. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll move on to open forum, and I do want to check because I have 2 people signed up for public comment on open forum, and I have someone signed under agenda item, but you didn't put down an agenda. Perhaps you wanted to speak, Mr. Gomez. Did you want to speak during open forum, or did you have a specific agenda item that you wanted to speak on?
I think he wants open forum.
Open forum, just in general? Okay, all right, then just hold off. I'll call you, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss you during open forum, if that's where you wanted to speak. Okay, so I'm going to call up the persons that are signed up to speak on open forum. I just want to remind everyone, open forum is an opportunity for you to address all of us at one time, all of the city council members at one time. We are all ears. You're also addressing the community, the residents that are here and those that are listening virtually. It is one-way conversation. We listen. We don't respond. It's not on the agenda. And please keep your comments to 3 minutes. Okay, so we'll start with Marisha. I can't read this. I'm sorry. Let me put on mine. Marisha Chavez Mendez. Sorry. How do you pronounce your first name?
Mariette Shayeb Mendez.
Mariette. Okay. Hi, welcome.
Hi. So my name is Mariette, and I've lived in Miami Springs for over 30 years now, and I've contacted all of you guys over this matter before. There's a new construction, new neighbor that has moved in behind me, and the surveillance camera is about 15 to 20 feet up in the air, wide angle lens, and it can see my backyard and my mom's backyard. So there's no fence or tree I could buy. I went all around the Redlands this weekend to try and find like the tallest things. They don't have anything that's 15 or 20 feet that I could put up on both lot lines to block the camera. So I just think that maybe it could be an ordinance for future residents' privacy in our backyards, because we live in paradise, and like I want to enjoy my backyard in privacy, at least some type of privacy. I know there's people bike riding and maybe shooting a YouTube video down the street, but normally they're not filming my backyard or when I'm taking out the garbage. So I just wanted to address it again. So thank you guys so much for even listening to me.
Thank you. Okay, and next we have Bob Best, our former councilman.
Mayor and council, this is a meeting I could not miss. For this reason solely. These chambers should be full tonight, simply because of the service that each and every one of you sitting at the dais tonight has provided for the people of Miami Springs over the last 2 years. Mayor Mitchell, it's going to be delightful to see your name on the wall here in these chambers when you leave office, because you have done one smash-up job in this town for 4 years as mayor. And I thank you for that, as do many more. The rest of you, some are leaving. Councilman Vasquez, you're a legend. Jackie Bravo, Councilwoman Bravo at home? I guess the baby woke up.
No, I'm here.
Good. I wish you the best, and I thank you for your service for this to the city in your time that you sat on the dais.
Thank you for my beautiful orchids.
My dear, you're quite. Councilman Santeen, thank you for your first term and welcome to your second term. It's just, again, as I started, this is a meeting that I could not miss, and I wanted to be here tonight. Councilman Fahet, it has been an honor to see you on the dais. I've sat with you for several terms. We've had excellent discussions, good change of ideas, and came to consensus, which is really what government is about.
Sure is.
And thank you, sir. And thank each and every one of you again. Thanks for my time.
Thank you, sir. Okay, next, Mr. Gomez, Alberto Gomez, come on up, please.
My name is Alberto Gomez, 1985 Westward Drive. I live at that address since 1980. I love Miami Springs. This is my paradise here in Dade County. I have some items that I would like to give it to you guys. You're the only one that has that chance to do something about it. I cannot do it myself. As a resident, I love to see the city like we used to see beautiful of Miami Springs. And I would like to keep it that way. How? Taking care of the trees, taking care of the grass, and all of those fruit trees that I have on my property. But I need your help. There is some trees that nobody can touch. Oak tree. When they're over my property, they're killing my avocados, my mangoes, and it's sad. All we need is to have the public works to have them to trim and take those branches out of my property. That's it. The other one, those trees, they're giving me too much work, too many leaves. And I've been taking, I'm retired since 1916. I had like 9 years already been retired. But I'm retired to enjoy my grandkids, not to enjoy those leaves. I'm working like a city of Miami Springs, how do you call a worker? Mm-hmm. So anyway, I don't mind to do, but I need your help. Give me some kind to buy the fertilizer and the weed killer. And I cut the grass for you because that's a city property. That's not mine. I don't mind to be cutting that because I do some type of exercise. Anyway, the other item is some houses, they are in the same way like my house is. In the back, northwest alley in Florida Avenue, I have a power pole with a power. All I need is a street light. I'm not asking for alley light. I'm looking for a street light. It's too dark, and every day is getting worse, unfortunately, everywhere. But we would like to keep it in the same way, Miami Springs. The other one is I have my neighbor with a tree that all those leaves that are going to my house, and those they're making some damages to my items that I have in the back, stain. And I'm crazy taking those leaves that are coming from history. That's not nice. The other one is the dogs. Come on. I've been seeing them when they take the dogs to do poo-poo. Let the training the dogs to do it on their property, but why they come to my property? That is another properties.
Thank
So
you, sir.
anyway, somehow for now, thank you very much. And I will do my best for you. And I hope to get together one day and little by little, trying to get with these things for good of the city, not just for me, for the city. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
And for everyone that speaks at public forum, like I said, this is one-way communication. We're all ears, but you are welcome to reach out to any of us individually to speak to us about any item or to speak to our city manager, our public works director, if it's a public works issue, or follow up with our city clerk, and she can kind of guide you as to who you might want to follow up with. So thank you for those that spoke. And we will move to our next agenda item, which is approval of the council minutes of the March 10th regular meeting.
Through the chair,
Yes, sir.
motion to approve the council meetings for March 25th.
Okay. Second, any discussion?
Second, my mic was off.
I beg your pardon? Oh, okay,
My mic was off second.
okay. No discussion. Call the vote, please.
Vice Mayor Vasquez,
Yes.
Councilman Santeen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Bravo,
Yes.
Councilman Fahet,
Yes.
Mayor Mitchell.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you. We move to agenda item 8. It's a public hearing. And we'll hear the ordinance first, and then I'll open the floor for any comments.
This item is for second reading, an ordinance of the City of Miami Springs, Florida, amending Chapter 150 zoning code of the city's Code of Ordinances to correct Scrivener's errors in ordinance number 1109-2018 relating to the minimum building site area and non-conforming setback regulations within the R1A, R1B, R1C, and R1D single-family residential zoning districts, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, providing for codification, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. And this is the item that we just approved earlier in the LPA meeting. Are there any other comments, Heidi or Sylvia, that you need to add, that you would like to add?
No, Mayor.
Okay,
Just a reminder, this is a public hearing.
yes. All right, we'll open the public hearing. Is there anyone that you don't have to sign up, have signed up to speak on this? If there's anyone that would like to speak on this item, please come forward. Do we have anyone online? Yes, sir, you'd like to speak on this item? Come up, please.
Something else.
Okay, that was the public forum that we've already passed that. But you can reach out to any of us individually after the meeting, or our city manager, okay? All right, I'm closing the public hearing. We'll move to, no, we need to, do I have a motion?
Motion to approve 8A.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Councilwoman, is there any discussion on this item?
No.
Okay, call the vote, please.
Vice Mayor Vasquez,
Yes.
Councilman Santeen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Bravo,
No.
Councilman Fahet,
Yes.
Mayor Mitchell.
Yes.
The motion carries 4-1.
Thank you. We'll move on to item 9, the consent agenda. Is there any item that any of you would like to pull for discussion? Councilwoman?
No, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Through the chair,
Yes, sir.
motion to approve.
Okay. Let me just, before
I'm sorry.
that, I'd like to pull item D,
Oh, sorry.
9D for discussion. Okay, would you like to make your motion then?
Yes, motion to approve consent agenda items 9A, B, and C.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Call the vote, please.
Vice Mayor Vasquez?
Yes.
Councilman Santeen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Bravo,
Yes.
Councilman Fahet,
Yes.
Mayor Mitchell.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. And I wanted to just pull item 9D for discussion because I wanted JC to, this is a great achievement, an appropriation that we were awarded. So I wanted to make sure that the community knows about it.
That's correct, Mayor. Last legislative session up in Tallahassee, we were successful in being awarded, making it all the way through the veto pen and getting past that. We received $1 million to continue our stormwater improvements. This particular project being the Forest Drive. So this is the agreement memorializing that grant. So we can begin, design and construction ultimately.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
So do I have a motion yes, sir.
Motion to approve 9D.
Second
Second.
motion.
Second, okay. Any further discussion? I just want to say we're very happy about this. So it's great that we can move forward with this, these stormwater and flood mitigation improvements for the city. With that, call the vote, please.
Vice Mayor Vasquez?
Yes.
Councilman Santeen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Bravo,
Yes.
Councilman Fahet,
Yes.
Mayor Mitchell.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Okay, thank you. We'll move to, God, these is just a record meeting, huh? I know, don't jinx it. You're right. You're right. Let's wait until it's over. Till I
Not over.
push till I've touched the, as my granddaughter calls it, the hammer. Why do you hit a hammer at the table? Okay, we go to reports and recommendations from our esteemed city attorneys, both of them, Roger and Heidi. I want to recognize them both here.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have an official report, but seeing as this is sort of the last meeting and the end of a really great era, on behalf of the city attorney's office, I want to thank all of you for giving us the honor of serving you in this community. It really has been our pleasure. Roger has stepped up throughout the last couple of years in a really big way, and so I'm thankful. He really wanted to be here today. We have really enjoyed working with each and every one of you. There's different moments that I won't go into throughout the years. Mayor, you were one of the first council members that I worked with when I started working with the city in 2017. And I remember having dinner with you after a council meeting. I think it may have been one of your first meetings, and just the respect that I have for you as mayor and leading the city is immense, and I will always consider you a friend. So I thank you for that, because I can't always say that. And Mr. Vice Mayor, my years with you on council have been incredible. You have always been over here on this side as a steady person, and always very thoughtful, insightful, and it's really been a pleasure. Councilman Fahet, the same. You are dedicated to this city in a way that is very admirable. I know that your personal obligations in your profession are a lot, but what the work that you put in for the city is really it's amazing. Councilman Centine, I'm happy that we'll be working together for another 2 years, so I'm excited for your next term, and look forward to advancing more city goals with you. And Councilwoman Bravo, likewise, first of all, congratulations on the newest member of your family. Can't wait to meet him. And it's been a pleasure working with you throughout these last several years.
Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you, Heidi and Roger. Do you want to say something?
I don't normally like to speak too much, but Mayor, members of the council, I have truly come to learn a lot from all of you. I think it has actually helped shape my career as an attorney. So I want to thank each and every one of you deeply for working with me, being patient with me, and for letting me guide you through many difficult transitioning times. So I look forward to working with you, Councilmember Centine, and I hope to work with all of you in the future at some point as well. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you, Roger and Heidi. And certainly our friendships will continue. You do develop deep friendships working on very difficult situations sometimes. And as far as our county attorneys, it's rare that we talk about good situations. We're usually reaching out and discussing difficult situations or challenges. And again, I've said this before, the expertise that you provide and the calming sense of this is what can be done, this is what can't, is your professionalism and expertise. Greatly appreciated. I'm gonna miss that. Okay, we move on to our city manager.
Yes, Mayor, thank you very much. Real quick, the basketball courts at the high school are open already. We started a couple of weekends ago. Attendance has been a little light, but it is a little hot out, but it's open and available to the residents who want to play basketball. The Veterans Memorial, that's wrapping up, and we will be having our ribbon cutting / dedication on April 4th at 11 a.m. We moved it in trying to invite Senator Avila, it was the 31st would look very difficult for him to be able to be there because he has to fly back to Tallahassee that's a Monday. But on Fridays, he's already home. So he's like, yeah, I can certainly make it. So I moved it to the April 4th so that he can make it. I wanted to update, we had a federal earmark being under consideration. However, in this latest, the continuing funding resolution that was recently passed, all earmarks were axed. So we got a call from Congressman Diaz-Balart's office saying, apply again. The deadline is now coming up April 3rd, April 4th. Apply again. I already have all the letters of support, so I'm going to be submitting the application again. So I think it's going to get all the way through to the end, and then hopefully next year, we can get along a little better up there. But nonetheless, I'll be applying by the deadline. Also, we had the Veterans Affairs meeting roundtable from staff members from the Deputy Staff Director and some of the other staff from the House Committee on Veteran Affairs. On Friday, we hosted a roundtable with them and some local members from the VFW and the American Legion at the Curtis Mansion, and it was just an excellent event. Very well received. As a matter of fact, the representatives from the staff members from the House Committee, they said that they're going to do this and every other stop that they go to because this was the best part of their week, they said. So they want to do that across the nation when they go visit other VAs and those cities. They want to sit down and hear from veterans and some of the issues that they experience in visiting a VA or any other issues that they may have. Lastly, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank this council. This is our last meeting, our last meeting together of business. I know at the next one, you'll be ratifying the election, certifying the elections, but I want to say, first of all, thank you very much for having the faith in me to lead and to be your city manager. It's been a blessing, and it continues to be a blessing. This community, this city is the best. And I say that with absolute certainty. It is just a special, special place. I've been in this business for over 25 years now, and I've worked with many, many council members. And I have to say, you guys are amongst the best that I've ever worked with. You are what public servants and elected officials should strive to be. There is no ego. Disagreements are respectful, and civility rules. I can't say the same for other cities. I've seen other stuff, and this is what makes Miami Springs special. I will do everything in my power to protect it moving forward. So whoever replaces you has very large shoes to fill. And I will remind them at every level, hey, disagreement is necessary in any government. It's just how you accept that disagreement. Don't take it personal and just move on. Try to come to a compromise. But I see this community, I see the work that you've done, and other cities should take note on how it's done because you guys are doing it right. So it's been an absolute pleasure to work with this council, and I'm a little biased because you guys hired me. But I will work, and whoever takes your place, I will work with the same enthusiasm, the same passion that I worked with you, and I will do that with everybody else, just to make this city even better than when I got here. So thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure and honor working with you. And I know I have your numbers, and you guys don't be strangers. You can, if you see anything, if there's a concern, you guys have my number. You can call me at any time. So thank you. And lastly, we have a couple of events coming up. Tammy's out on vacation. So I do want to say early voting Friday and Saturday, March 28th and 29th. So here at City Hall. So go ahead and get started. I think did I take your thunder? by the way?
okay.
You go ahead and repeat it in the list here. Summer camp registration begins Saturday, April 8th. If you have any questions, please call the rec center for additional information. Let's see, summer camp, and then some other event, March 26th. The police department is having their block watch meeting at the Adult Community Center at 6:45. The River Cities Waterway Cleanup is on March 29th. That's hosted by the Lions Club, Boy Scouts, and Hialeah Miami Springs Rotary Club. Registration at 8:30 at the Lions Club. April 5th, we have the Community Springs Rummage Sale. The Community Spring Rummage Sale. Let's see here. At the Aquatic Center, or you can sign up at the Aquatic Center. The River Cities 5K, April 12th. And the Easter egg hunt on April 19th. Those are the events, Mayor.
Thank you, JC, and thank you for your kind words to all of us. I fully know that with the new council that you'll provide the support, the understanding, and one of the greatest things I think has happened when we selected you is you have delved right in. And even though you don't live in Miami Springs, I feel you do, because you have really made huge attempts to get to know our community from the start and continue to do that. So I'm grateful for that. Okay, so City Clerk, Erica.
Thank you, Mayor. Just to remind everyone again, early voting is the 28th and 29th. And at this point in time in the elections, if you have a mail-in ballot, you can drop it off. We will have a drop-off box for those folks who would like to turn those in on those days. Election day is April 1st. I should say early voting's from 8 to 4. I'm sorry, here in the council chambers. And election day is April 1st from 7 to 7. So all precincts will be meeting at the country club, voting at the super center.
Erica, let me just clarify with the drop off. If they can't drop it off at the city slot, the mailbox. in
No,
front,
no,
right? It
there
has
will
to be
be signage.
inside. I just want to make sure people don't think they can just come by and we
That's
have
a
the
good
open
point.
mail.
Yes, there will be signage that will lead. Actually, the drop off is they can drive up or they can walk up.
But
It's
it
gonna
has to
on
be
the
during
side.
open hours of
Yes.
City Hall.
Yes.
For your ballot to count, because I know if you go through the trouble of preparing a mail-in ballot and you drop it off here, you want to make sure it counts.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, that's it.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Vice Mayor.
Well, let's see. It's been a great honor, Mayor. I've served this great city for 4 years. Thank you for your support, for your kindness. Multiple ideas kept me sharp. I leave knowing that there's a good core of people out there who are running for these offices, and I wish them all well. I came here 4 years ago with some ideas, particularly around business development and economic development, and I helped craft, getting a task force done, and then implementing those task force recommendations. And I leave the city with our consultants developing those plans further. I think I used to call it, I'm here to raise revenue, not taxes. And also a great honor to have led the committee of the refurbishing of our war memorial, which is about to start, along with Bob and others, and very gracious to the city, first on the William Alonso and then on the JC, who embraced the idea of a volunteer group of people to raise the money for this memorial, and to Senator Avila and Representative Rizzo to have gotten the funding. And it's going to be the talk of the town. And I'm really, really proud of that. And also having gone through a negotiation with the Miami Springs Police Department. I'm very happy that we were able to bring that to fruition, and also to take care of our employees as well. And that and many other memories that I'm going to take with me. And again, a privilege and an honor. And also that I guess I can say this from this point here, right, Myra? Our daughter got engaged a couple of days ago. And we'll have a celebration at Curtis Mansion.
Oh.
So it's wonderful, wonderful. So thank you all. God bless you. Thank you for your service, and much health, good health to you and your families, and to the residents of Miami Springs. I'm still going to be over there on 2 Del Leon Drive, so and taking care of some other things. So thank you, and God bless you, and God bless Miami Springs.
Councilman Farhat?
Thank you, Mayor. So when I started here, you were on the council, Mayor, but there've been a lot of change. We had a different mayor at the time, but it's been a really great run. I think that our city has made great strides, particularly more recently with the council that we have now. I'm fond of reminding people that you don't have to be sick to get better, and I think that our city is in a better place because of the work that we've done as a council. I think we have a positive trajectory. And I hope that that trajectory of growth and continuous improvement continues. It's been an honor to serve with this council. I wish everybody the best, and thank you for the dedication and the work that you've put into helping to keep our city great and make it even better as we go forward. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Bravo? Are you still on?
I'm
Maybe
here.
Okay.
So
Wasn't sure if you did call.
I just wanted to thank my council members for the work that we have done in the last 4 years, and Santine in the last 2 years. It was an absolute pleasure, and I take great honor in working with the first City of Miami Springs woman mayor. Sitting at your right hand has been an absolute honor. So we kind of made a little team there. We're very proud of you, and where you have brought our city together as a strong team. It's been with a lot of hurdles, a lot of disagreements, a lot of trials, but I'd be lying if I say I didn't grow together with this council. A message to my residents of Miami Springs. As my term as your councilwoman in Miami Springs comes to a close, I want to express my deepest gratitude for the opportunity to have served you. It has been an honor and a privilege to represent you and work alongside you to shape our community. My time in office has been a true learning experience, has definitely made me stronger, strive more, get more passionate, and I'm immensely grateful for the trust and support you have placed in me in these last 4 years. I am proud of the progress we have made together, and I am confident that Miami Springs will continue to thrive, because that's how it should always be. I am particularly grateful for the opportunity to have worked with such a dedicated and passionate group of people, meaning all the staff, all the employees of the City of Miami Springs, all of our civic clubs. Without you, the city won't run. Your commitment to our community is what makes Miami Springs such a special place. Special means different to everybody, but special to us in general means a nice, warm, and fuzzy place. While my time as your councilwoman is coming to an end, my commitment to Miami Springs remains and will remain strong. Even if I'm not on my chair, keeping it nice and warm, you better believe I'll be here at home, keeping this chair warm and staying vigilant. We've come this far, and we want to see it go further. We're a small city in a shark tank, and we got to be safe. I will continue to be a voice for our community, and will always be here to give a helping hand. Thank you again for everything. It has been an honor to serve you. While my previous 2 years campaigning as your councilwoman, in disguise, the council is what has placed a little Band-Aid on my broken heart with the passing of my grandpa. So with that said, before I get teary, I thank you again, your former councilwoman from the city of Miami Springs, Jackie Bravo. I love you mucho.
Thank you, Councilwoman. And I know I speak on behalf of all of our residents, myself and all of our residents, to congratulate you and the Bravo family on the new addition of your little baby boy.
Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Santeen?
Well, Mayor Mitchell, you're an example of how to govern, and I hope I've 2 years I learned a little bit enough to get better at governing. I looked up to see what makes a good public servant, civil servant, and I looked at the definition. And when I look it up, I'm going to go down the line because it is amazing how much you exemplify the kind of person that you are. So integrity, empathy, dedication, and commitment to serving the public, while also demonstrating strong critical thinking, adaptability, and willingness to learn and collaborate. Well, all the qualities that you have. And for that reason, I think you're a great mayor. I'm going to miss you. And thank you for this opportunity to serve with you for the last 2 years.
Thank you, George. Thank you, Councilman.
Vice Mayor Vasquez, someone that I consider also has a lot of these same qualities. I also consider a friend, and I thank you for always giving me guidance, being an ear whenever I had some questions, supporting me from the beginning when I started to run. I appreciate it, and also I feel like even moving forward, you'll be there next to me if needed. So I appreciate your friendship. And to Councilman Bravo, I also appreciate your friendship and your support over the years. I'm also going to miss you, even though we had our contentious meetings once in a while. Sometimes that's good. It gets all our blood flowing. But overall, I was happy to serve with you as well.
Thank you.
Forgot about our dear Councilman Fayette, who's a friend. I guess
Still
I'll keep
isn't
it.
pronouncing my last name right after all these years.
You see that? Maybe in the next 2 years I'll get it right. So it's been a pleasure. And well, I'm not going to say more because I'm hoping everything works out. Thank you.
That's right. Okay, on my part, I'm going to keep this short because I'll start crying if I try to make more. It's such an emotional moment. To everyone on the council, Vice Mayor Vasquez, Councilman Fayette. And I used to, when you first were elected, I used to joke with him and I go, you know what distinguishes me from everyone else on here in the dais? Is I know how to pronounce your name. And that's because his mother was the Spanish teacher for my daughters at Springview, Miss Fayette. So it's been an amazing honor. Councilwoman Bravo, Councilman Santeen, I can't tell you the pleasure, the honor, the privilege that it's been to work with all of you here. I feel like the discussions that we've had have always been from a place where we believe in wanting to seek and ensure the best for our community, not just immediately. The decisions are sometimes difficult, but with a long-term vision. And we've all been able to do that with discussion, with disagreements, which it should be. If we were all agreeing on everything, I'd certainly feel that we're not taking it seriously enough. And it's been difficult sometimes, but we've had so many achievements too. And even in difficulties, the challenges, we've been able to work through them and come up with something that what I call a nice, fuzzy, warm feeling in my tummy of, this is the best decision for the city right now. And we've done that on numerous occasions. And I think that is really a sign of what a healthy, good city council is for our city, for our beloved city. Again, the pleasure, the honor, the privilege. I've learned so much from working with each of you. from our city staff, from our department directors to every single person on our city staff. And I can't say this enough, our police department, of course, who serve and protect us and make our community the most desirable place to live in all of Miami-Dade County, our recreation department that provides so many opportunities, but then our public works, and Juan's here. So much that they do behind the scenes. And today we talked about the finance department, our human resources, and Bill is here, always in the background, you and your team, and who else? Our IT, George. I mean, there's just so many, who am I forgetting? So many departments that people don't realize are really what keep our city humming. It's easy for us to come here and make decisions and make policies, but these are the people that are entrusted with, that are really important to your day-to-day being, to the health of our city. And they do it quietly, with a real heart and a commitment to serve, to provide the best service possible for our community. I'm just so proud of that. And that's something that has continued for years and years and years. It's nothing new. It's their commitment, regardless of who's ever on the city council. And to our residents, to our business owners, to thank them for your commitment, your belief, your investment in our city. You make us a great place to live and work and visit. And then finally, to our residents, 8 years ago, you gave me your vote. You entrusted me to serve your community, to serve our beloved community, to make decisions that are difficult. You gave me not just the privilege of the lifetime, but the responsibility of a lifetime. I've never had so much responsibility. And I'm forever grateful, eternally grateful for that, for the short time that I've served here. I know all of us have done the best that we can for our city, and we feel very confident that we are leaving it in a very, very good place. And it's time to move on, and new council will be here and continue to do that work, and eventually they will pass it on. But I believe, and I've said this before, we tend to think back on how things were in Miami Springs. Miami Springs is better than it's ever been, and our best years are still ahead of us, fully ahead of us. We can look back, and it's been a wonderful place, but the best is yet to come. So thank you all for this, for loving our community as much as all of us do. And with that, God bless Miami Springs. I'll adjourn this meeting.
Hey, where's mom? What is it?
They still don't seem to control it, so.